and feel what's meant to come next for you, not do what is expected of you, not be hard on yourself. Hasn't life been hard enough? Haven't we had a few twists and turns that were like a movie plot we didn't expect? Kind of like that energy of a horror movie. And you're like, oh my God, what's behind the door? We had those moments too. But we don't want to be in that energy of anticipation of something bad happening or something unpleasant. We want to know behind every door is an opportunity to be blessed and to be alive and to be aligned with a bigger divine purpose. You've got all the power inside. You're wired for success. I know when you were growing up, your kindergarten teacher did not sit you all down and say, okay, boys and girls, I'm so excited. I want you all to know you're all unique, you're all divine, and each one of you is going to be successful. And it's okay to be different. They didn't really hit home to the fact that if reading wasn't your specialty, then math would be, or the arts would be. You got maybe criticized, ridiculed for not being smart enough in a particular subject. Mine was math. But golly gee, I sure knew how to figure out my commissions when I was closing $16 million deals. That was fun. So, did it really matter? No, it didn't. But when we all have those experiences that didn't make us feel good enough or worthy, those are the thoughts, the feelings that crop up, that nudge us into this dark place and expect that when you open the door, it's going to be like a horror movie. And you're going to be like, oh no, what's behind the door? So it's 2023. I know parts of 2020 and 2021 might have felt like a horror movie. I get it. But be grateful. Be happy. And whatever comes about in the world, the shifts, the changes, is all for the greater good. And things have to find a way to balance out in your own life, in the lives of the collective consciousness. So we are all one. So whatever's out of sort with you, you're radiating that energy. So I suggest that 2023 be the year you look in the mirror and say, I'm going to radiate light and love and success. I'm going to radiate my own unique, special energy. I'm going to trust the divine is with me every step of the way. And magical doors are going to open because I'm worthy. And I have the power. I have the power of an entire universe behind me, and I'm creating with love. And when I create with love, everything's magical and aligns in a perfect way, and often in an unexpectedly pleasant way. Not like some of those past experiences. Gone are the days where I didn't think I was good enough. Gone are the days when I didn't know how I was going to solve a problem. Today's the day I know the answers will come my way. And everything will line up, and I won't have to struggle. Because I'm choosing to create from love. I'm choosing to trust the universe has my back, and I am blessed. There's a song that Spirit channeled through me during one of our live events. And I am looking forward to moving forward and doing some live events for all of you and going back to channeling music. But I thought that I would share with each one of you this very special song that Spirit gave me. And I feel it's really important because it offers us an opportunity to remember that this day is blessed. So they're going to play This Day is Blessed, and then we'll pop off to our commercial and come back to answer your questions at 866-972-7247. Take a listen to This Day is Blessed.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Would you like to ring in 2023 with the perfect spiritual toast? Let Sarah Spiritual's New Year collection make 2023 a year of returning to love. The 2023 collection includes Sarah's New Year's bath, oil, mist, petition candle, and symbolic intention paper, rose quartz crystal angel, and the Return to Love Daily Messages CD. The 2023 collection is only $52 plus shipping and handling. To order your 2023 collection, visit SarahSpiritual.com or call 561-682-0955. If you're local to Palm Beach, Florida, pick up your collection at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Out of state, have your collection shipped anywhere in the country. Order at SarahSpiritual.com or call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955.
Are you looking for insight and guidance to make 2023 a year of new beginnings and fulfillment? Sarah Spiritual's 2023 forecast is now available. The 2023 forecast offers insight into love, finances, career, and health, plus a special personalized message channel from your angels. Your session can be done in person, by phone, or video. Looking for the perfect gift for a friend or family member? Gift certificates are available. To contact Sarah, call 561-682-0956 or visit SarahSpiritual.com. Again, 561-682-0956 or SarahSpiritual.com to schedule your session today. Toast to the new year with Sarah Spiritual.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only
With the new year underway, it's time to finally get a state-of-the-art home security system. And would you like a free doorbell camera and professional installation? Sloman's Home Security wishes they could give one to everyone, but they've only got enough for the first 40 people. So the first 40 True Oldies listeners who call 1-800-ALARM-ME will get this limited time offer, a free Sloman's doorbell camera that connects directly to your phone with installation of your Sloman Shield. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME. Sloman's is going to give you a free customized home security system and professional installation when you use their low-cost central station monitoring. You'll get a digital keypad, motion detector, 3-arm doors, and a backup battery. Plus, be one of the first 40 True Oldies listeners to call, and you'll receive a free doorbell camera that connects directly to your smartphone with the installation of your Sloman Shield. Keep your family safe. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME right now to take advantage of this limited time offer. That's 1-800-ALARM-ME. 1-800-ALARM-ME.
The Grove, Cucina and Wine in Hope Sound. Upscale dining also featuring fresh pasta, grazing boards, and of course, the wine. The Grove has received Wine Spectator Magazine's Award of Excellence 3 years running. Learn about their wine club, enjoy sommelier services, and of course catering at your place or ours. Open Tuesday through Saturday for dinner with private event space available for luncheons. Check our calendar for exciting paired wine dinners, tastings, and events. The Grove in Hope Sound. Visit thegrovehopesound.com to learn more.
Hi, this is Maureen Cohen from Nutrition World Palm Beach Gardens. We are so excited to be celebrating 50 years here in South Florida. The Cohen family started their first health food store in 1972, and ever since have been one of the largest locally owned, family-run health food stores in the area. We carry thousands of supplements like vitamins, minerals, herbs, homeopathics, diet and fitness, and so much more. All your favorite top quality brands. We also have tons of natural foods like gluten-free, paleo, and organic, as well as health and beauty aids, pet foods, and more. Visit Vanessa, Trish, Dunson, Scott, and Bruce. They're here 7 days a week for all your family's natural health needs. So stop by Nutrition World at the northeast corner of PGA Boulevard and Prosperity Farms Road in the Carmine's Market Plaza by the Press prosperity entrance. You can call us or text us anytime at 561-626-4377. That's 626-4377. Or check out our website at nutritionworld.com. Come see us 7 days a week at Nutrition World, Palm Beach Gardens.
Love the outdoors and the open road? Don't miss RV Hour, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Hosted by Giant Recreation World second generation owner and CEO, Larry McNamara, and his co-host, Christina Schreider. RV Hour, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m.
I didn't think it was possible to meet someone like Susan. We just clicked after realizing we each have a strong sense of self and share the same core values in life.
After taking our advanced personality test, Daniel and Susan matched on Silver Singles, the secure dating site for 50-plus singles who know what they want. Sign up today at silversingles.com/date. That's silversingles.com/date.
8 actors representing true customer testimonials. Names have been changed.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can find options that fit your budget, because giving you options is the right thing to do.
Oh yeah, like when I hold the door for someone. Sure, it may be weird if I don't time it right and they're a little too far away and now they're running. And we're both asking ourselves, is it worth it to run instead of just, letting them open their own door?
But still, it's the right thing to do. So get options based on your needs with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
For everything your business needs to make this year your year, Staples has you covered.
I need to organize all my papers and files from last year and the year before that.
Staples has you covered.
I need to clear clutter from my office, and my home office, and my home.
Staples has you covered with everything you need to get organized this year at amazing savings. Right now at Staples, get up to 50% off select file folders, file cabinets, file boxes, and storage bins. Make this year your year at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 128 in-store only.
Hi, are you retiring soon or already retired and concerned that your 401k or money saved may not be enough or may not even be there when you need it most? Well, you're not alone. Running out of money is the biggest fear that most retirees have today, and I can make sure this doesn't happen to you. Hi, I'm Jupiter Joe Thomas, and we have been doing retirement planning for over 20 years in South Florida, and I specialize in making sure your money is safe, secure, and yes, even guaranteed. Get a copy of my book, Retirement Know-It-All, by going to jupiterjoe.com. That's right, jupiterjoe.com.
Another community-first message from Robes. The Robes Law Group wants to send you to see FAU basketball. Great seats all season long. Register now at trueoldiesfla.com. Recently injured? Contact the Robes Law Group today. 561-570-5700.
This show is furnished by SarahSpiritual. The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next 2 hours of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another 2 hours to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHs. That's 866-972-7247. And watch SarahSpiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
It's just not easy to be who we want to be. 'Cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way cars and in their homes, who are listening to us on 95.9, 106.9, 103.1 HD3, and our friends on 1470 AM, 96.9 and 95.3. We are here to answer your questions. And in the 8 o'clock hour, we're hearing from Stacie Holler from Destiny and the Stars. She's going to tell us what the stars have for us in this month of January. But let's go to the phone lines. I know we're just itching to get those calls, and I sure hope you wrote the number down, 866-972-7247. I want to hear from you. We're going to go to the phone lines, and I'm going to go to Orlando. I've got Crystal on the line. Crystal, Happy New Year. Good to have you call in for the first call of 2023. So thank you for being our very first caller for 2023, and we're glad to have you here with us. What is your burning question for 2023, Crystal?
My question, how are you?
Good, thank you.
My question is, started talking to this guy, but I want to know if I'm wasting my time with him because he seems kind of off sometimes, so I don't know.
Well, let's look at what this year represents for you instead of one particular person. I'm kind of seeing him as if he's a shell on the beach. We're going to pick him up. We're going to look him over. But I don't know if we're keeping this shell. I do want you to be open to lots of possibilities in 2023 in the area of love, because it is time for you to up-level and to step into a new paradigm of love, a new relationship with loving relationships, and step into your power as a feminine energy and allow your feminine energy and your heart to guide you. So if you're feeling that people are sending you mixed signals, well, Crystal, you've been there before. I know that. So we don't want mixed signals. You either show up and show us that you're ready to move forward and get to know you. And then if you both get to know each other and we're not on the same frequency, it's cool. It's all right. We go our separate ways. But if someone's already doing a little dance of illusion early on in the connection, we're going to drop that shell, throw them right back in the ocean, and pick up another shell. Crystal, it is a great year for love for you, and it is a year for you to receive much expansion in your life, expansion of love. I see new opportunities for you financially for work. So don't always think that you have to be trapped where you are. Change is coming, and I want you to be open to the opportunities that present themselves for a new financial picture for your career. But first and foremost, set your heart on love and go pick up a bunch of shells and see where love is going to shake out. And don't look back, look forward. Thanks so much for being our very first caller for our Happy New Year show of 2023. God bless you, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye for now. Yes, we are taking your calls at 866-972-7247, and we're going to go to Naples, Florida. I've got Angie on the line. Angie, Happy New Year. Happy 2023. So glad to have you. Are you there with us?
You've been blind for 5 years.
Angie, we've got you here. I think we're eavesdropping on Angie's call. So we're going to pause Angie, and we're going to come back to her. And we're going to go to Marie in Miami because Angie was a little busy in another conversation, but it sounded kind of interesting. It sounded like they were still carrying on the New Year's party. But let me go to Miami. I've got Marie on the line. Marie, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Good to have you joining us on this New Year's show. And Marie, what is your burning question? What can we see and find for you in this 2023?
For one, I want to know, do you see my finances getting better? Because I've been going through such a rough path lately, and I just want to know if you see my finances getting better.
Well, it's a great question that you're asking, and it's actually very much on target. So when I spin you into this year of 2023 and I move you into the energy of the February, March, April time, that's the window they give me. It's kind of like an energetic door opener, and I'm like, hark, I see a change. I feel like finances pick up. I feel as if you've been feeling stuck and stagnant where you currently are, but there's a fear of what can I do to make a change? Because there's a sense of feeling trapped. Are you feeling trapped in your finances, like your hands are tied and we can't quite make something else happen? Is that how you're feeling?
Yeah.
Yes. So when I go
Yes.
into
Right
this,
now,
yes,
go ahead.
I feel like when these
Go
windows
ahead.
and
You can
doors
finish.
open up for you, this is what's going to bring us into an opportunity for a new financial flow. I feel like what you have now is a trickle of whatever comes your way, and I don't feel like you've got the consistency you need to sustain yourself. And this year is a major career year for you. It is a year where you step into this powerful energy of really saying, this is what I was born to do. This is who I am, and this is going to set the tone of a financial growth spurt that's going to last you 2 years. So it's not just about filling in the finances for now. It's a great leap forward for your career. What were you going to say?
Okay. We had a situation where we was homeless for like a year or two. We finally found a place.
Yes.
But like I said, my finances been kind of rough, and it caused me to be late on rent here and there. But now I hear that the lady is trying to sell the home. Do you see us moving? Is she selling? Because we're really not. We really don't want to move. We really like the house that we're in, and I'm trying my best to manage everything that I can.
Well, I don't see her selling the house at this minute. So I don't feel like it's going to get pulled out from under you. Don't focus on the fearful, unexpected things that are around you. I want you to focus on taking back your power and finding a way to reinvent and redesign yourself financially for career. This way, no matter what
Yeah, I've been
comes that
trying.
way, I know, but focus. Put the fear on the side and focus. I feel like there's a side hustle that's going to come, but I also feel like there's a new job opportunity. And you've got a lot on your plate, and a lot of people depend on you. You are like holding up the entire family, correct? Yes?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
be aware that you need help. And when we ask for assistance from the angels, they will bring it. You're trying to figure out in your mind, how can I fix it? Well, you could.
Right.
But it's exhausting. You're tired. And you're speaking for many people right now. All right? So many people are exactly where you are. And so I say this to you and everyone listening that's in your very heavy shoes. Step out of the shoes. Run barefoot on the beach. Ask the universe to bring in the energy of the grounded power of earth to infuse you with an energy of inspiration and for new doors to open. Ask the angels to open up a door because all you see is the road that's before you. And I see multiple possibilities. I see new job opportunity. I see side hustle. I feel like this rent is manageable and you can make it happen.
Yes, it is.
And I don't feel as if she's going to sell that house right out from under you. She does need to have that money consistently. She's not in a place to cover it herself. So that's where her concern will be. But you do your best and you tell the angels, angels, I'm doing my best, all that's humanly possible. I need you to do the rest. And they will do that for you. And when we move you into this March, April, May time, it's really going to feel much more solid for you. All right?
Okay.
Thank
All
you
right.
so
Thank you
much.
so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. Happy New Year. Keep us posted. All right. Bye. 866-972-7247. That's our new number, and we want to hear from you. And we want to share with you Spirit's messages for 2023. And we've got our friends on Facebook and YouTube, and they're piling in the questions. So keep asking those questions and share the page on Facebook, and be sure to join us on YouTube, and we will be answering your questions in just a moment. But for this minute, I need to check back with Angie Baby. Angie, let's see if Angie's done with her conversation. Angie, are you with us?
I am. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Great. So who is like kind of blind or half deaf or whatever? We were eavesdropping on your conversation. It sounded like you were having a blast.
Oh, goodness. I did not know that.
We caught you, but that's all right. We got off the call real quick. I was like, uh-oh, she doesn't know we're on. And you're on national radio. I'm so glad you didn't say the person's name because they would have been like, what? You said on national radio I'm blinder than a bat or deafer than a, I don't know. But that's all good, honey. It's all good. We got to laugh, right? Got to watch what you say.
Yeah.
But it did sound like a good time. So we're going to send you love and light for that. And we know that whatever you said in fun. And we know you meant no harm. But you never know who's listening, including the universe. So, and our national radio fans. So, Miss Angie, what is your question for 2023? Now that I just made you probably blush and you're like, oh, good dear Lord, what did I say? Nothing too incriminating. So you're good. What did you want to ask?
Just kind of my living situation, I guess, and love life. And
yes. So the crazy thing is this typical stuff, but it wasn't so typical for you because I remember sitting with you and mapping out the plan of this beautiful home. And then, of course, a hurricane had a slightly different vision of your home, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that has proven to be a difficult thing for you, yes? But I do feel like it's going to move you into a new direction of change, and I do feel that things are going to work out in that arena. And I actually don't feel like you made a mistake, although it felt like that hurricane came directly just for you, because that's how it hit you. But I do feel that that residence was an accomplishment for you. It was a dream. And what is the birthday of the partner for you, please? What is their birthday?
5/20/66.
Okay. So here we have someone who's got to network and build and create some new opportunities for themselves this year, while you back at the ranch are kind of putting your life back together again. And the interesting thing is that this is a year for great expansion for you. I see, and I know your area was hit very hard in this recent time because of the hurricane, but I see a lot of growth for you, financial growth. I feel as if you're going to have a lot of contracts and move yourself in a direction of financial wellness because of your industry doing well, even though I know things are a little off at the moment. So I feel like financially, this isn't going to be a setback. I feel like you will overcome this. And I feel that you and your partner together are getting to know each other, but it was a little faster than we anticipated, correct? We were hoping to kind of have our own separate space, and now we're kind of right there with each other, yes?
Yeah.
But the relationship is one that is going to teach you both to heal your wounds and learn to trust. And it's a time for you to be vulnerable. It is a powerful year for you for love. It is a powerful year for you to move in the direction of financial wellness and rebuild and conquer your difficulties that are facing you at this time. I want you to trust this process. Everything's going to come together. I'm hearing this song in my head, everything's coming up roses. So just trust this process. It's a very rough initiation, but everything's going to work out. All right, my dear?
I have one question.
Yes.
I'm actually moving back into the house, and I've been living with him for like 3 months.
Yes.
I can't really tell if he's happy or upset about that.
I don't feel that he's upset, and I don't feel that he's overly happy. And I feel like you two got thrown together, and we needed to kind of build the relationship step by step, and we kind of got thrust into some very difficult times because you were not at your personal best with everything going on, and it wasn't that fun romantic connection, so it kind of made it a little more stressful than we needed it to be. And I don't feel like he's ready to let you go, but I do feel like you need to go back to your home and enjoy the fruits of your labor and trust everything will work out.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
That's what we're going to
Thank
say on
you.
national radio for now. All right, my dear? All right. Keep me
So
posted.
I'm going to book a private reading with you.
Yes, we'll delve into that a little bit more, but don't give up the ship, honey. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank
Happy
you.
New Year, Angie. God bless you. Bye for now.
Thank you. Same to you.
You're welcome. 866-972-7247. We're going to pull a question from our friends on Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to continue to welcome your phone calls all across the nation at 866-972-7247. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. That's me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's pull up our Facebook and our YouTube questions, and let's delve into that. And please be sure to share the page. If you're on Facebook, we would love for you to share that page. So we're going to pull up those questions, hopefully momentarily. Yes, there we go. Joy Christina Wright. Joy Christina Wright, she's in a bit of a pickle. Seems like a lot of people ended 2022 and landed right in the pickle barrel. And you're like, Lord, what am I going to do? Well, Joy Christina Wright, I need you to hold on. Hang on, baby, hang on. It's actually going to be okay. I do see you're going to make the right move. And there's a feeling that you're not going to stay in the area, the city, the state that you're in. I see a change. Be open to the change. And you may say, Sarah, how am I going to pull that off? I'm lucky that I am where I am. But I want you open to all the possibilities. I know there's support for you somewhere. And I want you to go where there's a beacon of light that holds support. But I also want you to go where your heart leads you. And be open to that possibility. It is a time of change for you. And I know 2022 was probably the worst year of your physical life. But we know that it is a setback that is going to leap you forward, and you are going to heal and move forward, and there will be a powerful new beginning. So hold on to your belongings and pack up and move with courage, and know that 2023 after February brings this change for you, and I want you open for all possibilities, and don't be afraid of change. Thank you. We wish you a happy new year, and we know the angels will be with you during these difficult times. We're going to go back to our friends on Facebook and YouTube and pull another question. Let's see. We've got Isabel Dobson. Now, Isabel, I believe Isabel is in the UK watching us, so thank you, Isabel, for following us all the way from the UK, and we send you much love in this 2023. What's coming, please, she says. She said she had the worst year last year. I think there is a little bit of that going on, right? But Isabel Dobson, up and out, chin up, my honey. They say, time for you to have a spot of tea and just sit back and ask the universe for exactly what you want. And there is going to be a shift in health. There's going to be a shift in finances this year as well. I feel like we were working through some health things, and I feel like finances were very, very stretched, and we didn't have enough. So when I move you into 2023, we're going to pick up some momentum. You're not going to feel it right away, but the health is going to begin to improve. Finances will improve, and I feel that you'll be much more supported. I know that there was disappointment and betrayal that also happened in 2022. I know it was a heck of a year, but Isabel Dobson, don't you worry. Everything's going to come up beautifully for you as the spring unfolds. You'll be feeling much stronger. We send you much love from the U.S. to our friends in UK. Bye for now, Isabel Dobson. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and we'd love to hear from you on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Join us and pick up the phone at 866-972-7247, our new number, and we welcome you. Stay with us, everyone. We're going to be right back.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. 7247.
SarahSpiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit SarahSpiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Would you like to ring in 2023 with the perfect spiritual toast? Let Sarah Spiritual's New Year collection make 2023 a year of returning to love. The 2023 collection includes Sarah's New Year's bath, oil, mist, petition candle, and symbolic intention paper, rose quartz crystal angel, and the Return to Love Daily Messages CD. The 2023 collection is only $52 plus shipping and handling. To order your 2023 collection, visit SarahSpiritual.com or call 561-682-0955. If you're local to Palm Beach, Florida, pick up your collection at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Out of state, have your collection shipped anywhere in the country. Order at SarahSpiritual.com or call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, indeed. Do you know me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking with all of you all across the nation. And it is our first show of the new year, and we welcome you to our show. If you're just new listening, we've been chatting away here on this radio station for quite a while. Actually, we've been on national radio answering questions since 2009, 664 live shows. And we're so glad to be connecting with you. And if you'd like to visit me in person and visit my center, you can go to the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. There you'll find books and crystals and incense and oils and bracelets, all sorts of cool fairies and statues. The most beautiful things you could ever imagine are there available for your peace of mind, your spiritual practices, to just align you with your inner self and your inner knowing. If you like a personal reading live in person, you can do it there. Otherwise, we can always talk to you on Skype, FaceTime, well, WhatsApp, you name it, we've got it. It's a gadget for everyone. And, well, Sarah's got gadgets. And so we like to connect with all of you all across the nation, all across the world. I love chatting with people all across the world. It's a lot of fun. Time zones are a little tricky, but we love connecting with you. Visit SarahSpiritual.com. That's SARAH spiritual.com, and learn more about the work I do and my center. And we want to hear from you. Well, let's go back to our phone lines. 2023 is shaping up Let's see who we've got online right now. We have to go to Shantae in Atlanta. Miss Shantae, how are you? Good to have you joining us. How are
Hi, Sarah.
you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to
I'm
you.
fine. This is my first time on live.
Well, wonderful. How did you hear about the show?
My cousin told me about it. So she
Great.
told me to join the line, so I did. I'm
Well,
looking
good.
forward to hearing some good things for this year.
Well, let me tell you, good things follow you because you do good things for others. This is true, yes? You've got a great creative spirit, great heart. And I know sometimes it doesn't play out as fairly as you'd like, but you put forth a very kind intention for others, and you try to establish yourself in a kind, just, and balanced way. When I look at this year, I'm really excited to tell you that this year is about balance, getting your life in order and balance, and coming into the power that is you. I hear that song, I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar, right? And then I hear this other song, I'm every woman, it's all in me.
It's all in me.
Anything you want done, baby, right? You're going to do it naturally, right? And that's where you're at. It's
Yeah.
a time for a great awakening for you. It's a time for you to up-level something having to do with work and career. Is there a business move that you wanted to make for yourself this year?
Yes, I started it last year. So this year I'm really looking forward to executing it
Yes.
and putting it out there on a bigger platform.
Put it out there. Everything's going to come together. I really feel that February kind of boom, as the hearts are flying in love, we got a lot of energy going. You're going to go full force and everything's going to really connect. And I really feel that financially, you're going to build momentum. And then you're going to get the hang of it, right? Don't be timid. Don't be afraid. Put yourself out there because you are here to make a difference and to inspire others to find their own beauty and feel good about themselves. You have this way about you. It's regardless of what the action is, you find a way of helping people find their beauty and their light. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
And
That's
I
what I
also,
do for a living.
I get that sense. Yes, indeed. And interestingly enough, you have a lot of angels that are supporting you. So that makes me feel as if you've been talking to your angels. Yes, you've been talking to your angels and kind of lifting up your spirit yourself. Yes.
Yes.
And I've got a lot of
Yes, I
music
do it every
around you as
morning.
well. So we're listening to music and we're kind of singing along. It kind of sets your heart free and opens things up for you. And you're
Yes.
not alone. There's love from the other side, female energy, maternal side of the family. There's someone that you speak to who's on the other side connected to you, yes? Grandmother
Trying to figure
energy.
that must be my grandmother.
Yes,
Yeah, it
grandmother
must be
energy
my
here
grandmother.
stands above your mother's energy, very maternal but strong. I feel like she had a very benevolent, kind spirit, and her
She did.
spirit is with you. And there's something about you, I don't know if it's in the eyes, but there's something about you that kind of looks like her. There's something about your mannerisms.
Yeah.
This is the energy that you bring. And I feel like you are an expression of some of her greatest, most loving moments. So I want you to embrace that and know that she's
Okay.
not far from you. It is going to be a great year for
Okay.
you. Focus is on balance in business. Then we'll get everything else
Okay.
working in aspects of life after we move forward in the month of May. But we've got to get all systems go for business. I hope this has been of service to you
Okay.
and you're glad that you called.
Yes, I did.
Good. Glad to have you on board. And welcome to the show. We look forward to staying in contact with you as the year progresses. Bye for now, Shantae.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 866-972-7247. I'm learning to get those numbers out of my mouth, and I hope you wrote them down. Put us on speed dial so we have an opportunity to get you in. The phone lines are open. We've added more lines, so you don't have to be afraid to pick up the call and hear a busy signal. We are now going to go back to our phone lines and I've got to go to Tamisha, and Tamisha's in Palm Bay. Tamisha, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. How did I say your name correctly?
Tamisha, yes, you said it
Tamisha.
right.
Okay, perfectly. So we are so glad to have you here, and it is a powerful time for you to step into your financial world and making that shift and that change for your money. Is that something that you're looking to do, to shift in your money?
Yes, I was unemployed for 6 months, and I recently just got a new job in the end of November. Really good job. So I'm very content and happy on
Very
that
content.
side of
And I
things.
actually feel like we're going to move up and get a promotion advancement. There's growth coming for you. So I want you to be really ready to move yourself in the direction of positive change in your finances. And I feel as if you're well liked
Mhm.
and everyone is receiving your input well and things are coming together for you there, and they've got their eye on you. Now, let me take a look at some of the connections and the circles that you've kept. And I kind of feel like the personal life kind of was a little wobbly there. Does that make sense to you? And when I take you back into the energy of 2017, that was a difficult time for you?
It's been a difficult time with love,
Yeah,
period, for a few years now.
Yeah. Who were you with in 2017? We were with a person then that we're not with any longer, correct?
Yes, I lived in Connecticut back then. And I moved to Florida in 2018.
Okay. Because 2017, you were like, I'm out, right? Things are not clicking for me. And we left a relationship around that time as well, correct?
Yeah, around the beginning of 2017, I came out of something.
Correct. And you're having trouble getting back on your feet since then. That was a very off balance relationship. Okay. And you haven't been yourself emotionally. You haven't been able to open up and to let your guard down and really let people in. So you're not attracting people who are really showing up for you the way they need to. But I want you to focus on the building blocks of you.
You're right.
All right. Building blocks of you. And I'm going to take you back, and we're going to go back and we're going to talk about the age of 8 for you. I feel like you're holding a lot of energy of not being seen and heard, and people not showing up for you. Was someone not showing up for you around the age of 8? My spirit guides take me back to that moment.
Well, my dad never showed up at all in my life, period. Never was there for me.
So there's a work I do called soul integration, where we talk to your little girl. She's still waiting for someone to show up. And this is why she's attracting people who they don't show up one way or another. They're not there. And you are thinking you have to do it all on your own. And so you're really embracing your independence and your masculine energy. But to surrender and be in your feminine energy and allow someone to take the lead is scary for you. And the ones you attract, well,
it is.
They can't take the lead anyhow. And you're attracting the continuation of your 8-year-old story. All right? So we would love to work with you on that in the future, moving forward. But I do know that once we get ourselves more settled in this work environment, and you do some self-love and self-care and some work around the abandonment issues that we have, I know you're going to attract a better partner. And I do not see you being alone. And I actually feel as if when we take you into 2024, we have a united front with a partner. So I want you to be open for that, all right?
I like that. I'm currently dealing with someone. I don't know if you would call it dealing, but he doesn't show up.
He's not even in the equation.
I'm kind of.
He's not in the equation, honey. All right, flip the page.
No.
All right. It's not giving you. It leaves you feeling empty. Why would we want to start a year feeling empty? Waiting for someone again.
You're right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
they've got that energy of they're not really ready to commit, and you're looking for a relationship, someone
Mhm.
who's going to honor you.
I am.
You are.
I am.
And you're getting ready to be ready for that, and be kind to yourself. And every time someone shows you that behavior, you say, oh, I have to go back inside. I have more to do with me, because whomever I'm attracting is a reflection of where I'm still at. And you will pull yourself out. Go to my
You're
website,
right.
read about soul integration, and when it presents itself at a time
Okay.
that works for you where you are at this journey, please remember soul integration. I'd love to assist you on the journey. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show. We're so glad to have you share with us, and we wish you the very best for 2023. Bye for now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Talk to you soon.
I
Bye-bye.
look forward to it. Bye for now. 866-972-7247. Write the number down. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to go back to our phone lines. We're going to visit our friends on Facebook and YouTube. There's quite the conversation going on there. And then in our 8 o'clock hour, we've got Stacie Haller coming in. And she's going to tell us what's in the stars for all of us in January. Hold on to your hats. It's really going to be an interesting entry, but we'll get through it. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Before I walk through the door, do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Are you looking for insight and guidance to make 2023 a year of new beginnings and fulfillment? Sarah Spiritual's 2023 forecast is now available. The 2023 forecast offers insight into love, finances, career, and health, plus a special personalized message channel from your angels. Your session can be done in person, by phone, or video. Looking for the perfect gift for a friend or family member? Gift certificates are available. To contact Sarah, call 561-682-0956 or visit SarahSpiritual.com. Again, 561-682-0956 or SarahSpiritual.com to schedule your session today. Toast to the new year with Sarah Spiritual.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at SarahSpiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956 or visit SarahSpiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know.
With Sarah right here on VCMG on 95.9, 106.9, 103.1 HD3, 95.3, 96.9, and 1470 AM. We are so glad to be joining you and answering your questions and wishing you a very, very happy new year. We're going to be pulling some more questions from Facebook in just a moment, but we've got to go to our phone lines at 866-972-7247, and I've got to pop on over to Chicago. I want to see what's happening in Chicago. I got Ibis on the line. Chicago, how are you? Welcome.
Good. How are you?
I am good. Thank you so much. Good to have you here with us. And have we spoken before?
Many months ago.
Many months ago. Okay. So we're going to tune in. Happy
Yeah,
New Year. We're going
when
to
I
give
lived
you
in
some
Naples.
messages. Ah, when you lived in Naples. And now you're in Chicago?
I am.
How does one go from Naples, Florida to Chicago? I don't know. In the middle of the winter. What were you thinking?
Very spontaneous.
Very spontaneous. Absolutely. Well, listen, it's the Windy City. It's a beautiful place to be. I know it's a little chilly right now. We'll send you some sun and fun. But let's tune in and see what we've got coming
Great,
up
thanks.
for you into 2023. You know, when I look at where you're at, it's really a time for you to explore your soul. And I get the sense that this has been a time for you to want to do something that's for you. And I feel like you need change and you're following your soul's direction. So even though the weather may not be as warm, I feel like you did make the right choice. And I feel as if it's a necessary choice for a period of time. I don't know that you're going to stay there
Very
for
good.
a long period, but I do feel it serves its purpose for a period of time. That's what I hear from the angels. I also see Archangel Michael stepping forward for you, making me feel as if you needed help getting everything lined up and staying centered and protected and making your transition, yes?
Yes.
So what is your question for us for 2023, Ibis?
I just want to know, do you see anything like with love, financially?
Ah, love. So
That's good.
ah, love. I hear this song in my head. It's actually a song Spirit had given to me. Love, where are you? Why don't you come for me? Love. So it's like you're sitting, waiting for the right love to come at this time and make you feel like you're making all the right choices in your romantic life, yes? So what is your love question for me? Is there a person you want to ask about, please?
Do you see anything coming towards me?
I
don't have anybody specific.
I see love. It's just, it's not seeing you because you haven't lined up with the person yet. That's why I was singing that song, Love, Where Are You? Why Don't You Come For Me, right? Love hasn't come for you yet. But who's
Okay.
connected to you with is there someone connected with you with a C, please?
With a C?
C, yes.
No.
Okay. So they're giving me the letter C. So that makes me feel like it could be a name with the letter C. They don't usually tell me that in advance. So there may be someone whose name is, well, we'll say Christopher, or someone whose name begins with the letter C is a clue to some of this story for you. Interesting. And you could meet someone who is a new friend of yours in your new town, right? And their name's Christine, and they say, hey, I want you to meet my brother, and his name is, you see, there's a connection coming for you. So it is a time for you to line up with what your soul desires. And when I spin you back, and I have to go back to 2014, this was another time of shift and change for you, and perhaps a little difficult at that time as well, yes?
2014, I would say yes.
Yes, yeah. You are finally pulling yourself out of all of that. I just feel really sticky when I go to 2014. Like things were not gelling and moving in the direction for you. And I don't feel like you felt supported and on a good foundation emotionally as well. Is that true?
Yes.
Were we dissolving a relationship at that time? Because it kind of feels like we kind of had a step away from something that just really was icky at the end of the day.
Yeah, actually, it was, I have an ex that it was a roller coaster, back and forth, and that was the year that we had our first breakup.
Breaking up is hard to do, and you should have been your first and only breakup, but that's okay. We learned, and notice what I said. We are clearing out the energy of 2014, never to go back that way again. So, yes, it is a time of love, but right now it's a time of you being aligned with your soul, really stepping into your heart. What makes your heart feel loved and powerful? And what do you deserve? I feel like you need to redefine what you desire in partnership. And when spring springs up in the cities of Chicago, then I want you to just trust that that's when a lot of things come to light in love and relationship. That's where we're out and about and we're connecting. I don't feel like you've put yourself out there yet. And is there a connection with a person connected with family there for you in Chicago at this time?
I have all of my family lives up here, but I haven't really put myself out there to go anywhere or do anything yet.
Okay. Is there someone you went back and found? This is how Spirit's presenting it to me. They make me feel like you went back spontaneously, but also to be close or to keep an eye on someone, even though you didn't want to take that on. But my guides make me feel like you're there for a reason that's something a matter of the heart. It's something you feel like you want to do, you need to do, and it's going to jumpstart your life, okay? And the angels are supporting you, and it is the right thing to do. I trust this makes sense to you.
Yes, it does.
It's the right thing. This brings you great emotion because we touch your heart, and you have much support from your loved ones on the other side as well. So you're not alone in this journey.
Good.
Okay? Listen to your heart. You're doing all the right things. And your love life will come, but it's not the priority at the moment, all right? So enjoy the Windy City and your deep dish pizza and your hot dogs and have a blast and know that as you get out and about, some magical things will happen for you. All right, my dear?
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we'll send you some more fun in the sun And stay in touch with us. We would love to connect with you. And there's a woman connected to you above your mother. I feel like it's grandmother energy. She's sending you much love, all right? Just
Thank you
know
so
you're
much.
not alone. You're welcome. Bye for now. 866. Oh my goodness, 972-7247. We are answering your questions, and we are pulling up a Facebook question before we go to commercial so that we can answer a question. And then in our 8 o'clock hour, we're going to have Stacie Holler from Destiny and the Stars come. So let's see what we've got coming up on Facebook. I heard Facebook was being a little screwy, but let's see what our Facebook can manifest for us on my screen. Who's got a question for us on Facebook and YouTube? Anyone before we go to commercial? We're going on commercial break. That tells me they couldn't get the questions up. That's what that tells me. But anyway, stay with us, everyone. It is 2023, Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. So glad to have you here with us. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we will visit our friends on Facebook and YouTube. And of course, we're going to hear from Stacie Holler, Destiny and the Stars. Look out, the stars are coming for us. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Lost a love for everyone. We have hurt each other. The world is changing now. It's asking us to move along, to open up a different way of loving one another.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robe Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only Oldies
SarahSpiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit SarahSpiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Would you like to ring in 2023 with the perfect spiritual toast? Let Sarah Spiritual's New Year collection make 2023 a year of returning to love. The 2023 collection includes Sarah's New Year's bath, oil, mist, petition candle, and symbolic intention paper, rose quartz crystal angel, and the Return to Love Daily Messages CD. The 2023 collection is only $52 plus shipping and handling. To order your 2023 collection, visit SarahSpiritual.com or call 561-682-0955. If you're local to Palm Beach, Florida, pick up your collection at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Out of state, have your collection shipped anywhere in the country. Order at SarahSpiritual.com or call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. 55.
Are you looking for insight and guidance to make 2023 a year of new beginnings and fulfillment? SarahSpiritual's 2023 forecast is now available. The 2023 forecast offers insight into love, finances, career, and health, plus a special personalized message channel from your angels. Your session can be done in person, by phone, or video. Looking for the perfect gift for a friend or family member? Gift certificates are available. To contact Sarah, call 561-682-0956 or visit SarahSpiritual.com. Again, 561-682-0956 or SarahSpiritual.com to schedule your session today. Toast to the new year with SarahSpiritual.
Sloman's Home Security is celebrating their 100th year anniversary. To celebrate, the next 40 True Oldies channel listeners who call 1-800-ALARM-ME will get a free doorbell camera and free home security system professionally installed from Sloman's when you use their low-cost central station monitoring. That's 100 years of being the best in total home security. For over 100 years, the Sloman Shield has had your back. Trust the best in total home security. To celebrate, the first 40 True Oldies listeners will get a limited time offer. You're getting a state-of-the-art LED touchscreen pad, a motion detector, 3-arm doors, a backup battery, and a doorbell camera for free with installation of your Sloman Shield when you use Sloman's low-cost central station monitoring. Get real home security, professional monitoring, professional installation, and a free customized home security system. Call Sloman's at 1-800-ALARM-ME. 100 years of family-owned dedicated service. Sloman's, 1-800-ALARM-ME.
Remember the feeling you got the first time you saw the king of rock and roll?
Elvis Presley.
Well, relive the memories at Chris McDonald's Memories of Elvis Rockin' Birthday Bash. Friday night, January 20th at the historic Sunrise Theater, Fort Pierce. Chris McDonald with his rockin' band will pay tribute to the king of rock and roll for his birthday.
We're calling a trap.
Friday night, January 20th.
I can't walk out.
Call the box office at 772-461-4775 or go to sunrisetheater.com. Thank you very much.
Attune Dentistry on Indiantown Road in Jupiter has state-of-the-art offices specializing in the rejuvenation of smiles, facial skin, and body remodeling. No pain, no surgery, no downtime. Looking for Botox, dermal fillers, or sleep apnea therapy? Attune Dentistry has you covered. Call today for a free consultation. 561-702-0039. Attune Dentistry in Jupiter. Call now. 561-702-0039. You'll be glad you did.
Love the outdoors and the open road? Don't miss RV Hour, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Hosted by Giant Recreation World second generation owner and CEO, Larry McNamara, and his co-host, Christina Schreider. RV Hour, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m.
This show is furnished by SarahSpiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussion to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch SarahSpiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
The world is changing now, and we don't know where to go. It's just not easy
Yes,
to be.
it is not easy to be who we want to be because the world has changed. But that's okay. It's a new year. I got a new attitude. It's time to have a new attitude. It's 2023. Gone are the days of 2020, 2021, and 2022. Whoa, baby. It was a rough ride. And so now we're easing into 2023 and we're like peeking through the corners going, what do you have for us? Well, we know that the angels, the guides are always with us and we are always protected. So we're going to get you messages for 2023 and answer your questions right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. If you're just joining us for the first time, we're here every Wednesday night from 6:30 to 9 p.m. It's a real fun ride. We answer your questions on Facebook and YouTube, live on radio at 866-972-7247. But before we went to commercial break, I promised we were going to pull up a question or two from Facebook before we go to Stacie Holler in Destiny and the Stars. So let's see what we've got going on our Facebook or our YouTube page. We got RJ Cruz and said, will I find a relationship love? So RJ Cruz is looking for love. And RJ Cruz, I think you've been looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in too many spaces. We got to find you some new love. And it is time for love to come for you, but not without some better choices on your part. So when I look at where you are in the journey of your life, this is truly a time for you to really align with the right connection. Because when I spin back to 2021, whatever was going on in your relationship life, RJ Cruz, I don't feel that you were really being honored and it was a reciprocal relationship. It didn't really feel like it was something that was going to make you feel valued. So now we want to find a partner who's going to love you and value you. And that is coming in the very near future. So RJ, hang on. Stop looking for love in too many places and look down deep in your heart. Be the person that you desire in another, and the universe is going to open up the doors for you. And I'm kind of feeling the month of April opens up that portal of love. It's going to be a nice warm spring for you, honey. So just be open to love. We're going to go to our Facebook, and we've got, I think I saw a message from Flav. Let's see if we've got another question from Facebook here. And we can pull that up again. I would love to see. I think I saw someone on Facebook, Flavia. Flavia Marciano says, thanks, Sarah. I want to know if I will have a job change. You know, Flavia, you've been kind of on this treadmill or this gerbil wheel for a while. And I know it's time to change jobs, but it's not time for you to make that choice yet. I don't feel that you have the right next step lined up, but it is going to come for you. I feel as if it's not only about changing where we work, but it's also an aspect of what we do that we need to change so we don't feel like we're back on the gerbil wheel of life. So, Flavia Marciano, be patient with this journey. Look for March to bring about some change for you, and then things are going to come together for you so that you can have not just a new job, but a new activity and role for you to perform so that you feel more rewarded at the end of the day and better financially rewarded as well. All right, thank you so much, Flavia, for your Facebook question. Well, we're going to go back to our phone lines, and we're going to take your calls, but before we get to your calls, I've got a very important call coming all the way from Boston. And Stacie Holler is our resident astrologer, and she's been popping in every month at the beginning of the month, doing a little check-in. We're taking a pulse on what's going on with the stars and how the stars are impacting us. You know, everyone has their astrological chart, their journey, and the stars are in certain placements, and the planets, and they impact us. So those planets are going to influence what's going on with you. So when we have this heads up as to what the planets are doing, what ruckus they might be creating, or what support they're giving us, it helps us navigate our choices and not be so hard on ourselves when we get thrown a curveball that seems to come out of left field and we feel like we didn't see it coming. So Stacie's our I Spy with the astrology eye to take a look and see what's coming. And if we need to duck over these next 30 days, welcome 2023 with a bang. We've got quite a lot going on in the planets. Stacie, how are you all the way in Boston? How's it going? Happy New Year.
Hi. Happy New Year to you, Sarah, and all of your listeners.
Thank you.
We always get excited looking forward to a new year, but we're starting off a little different in the energies in the skies this time.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I think people are already seeing evidence of it. Like we're kind of seeing the effects of Mercury retrograde and it's barely ushered in. So share with us, what do we have to expect? And I know you're going to touch base on everyone's signs and how it impacts them, but give us the great, strong planetary brushstroke and tell us, what do we need to look for?
Well, you're right. I think we're all feeling a different energy coming into this year. And we are coming into this year very different than most years because we do have both Mercury in retrograde and Mars in retrograde. And that is a very unusual occurrence. And you know, as we always discuss when the retrogrades come up, that it's really a time of reassessment and reevaluation and looking to the past before we move forward. And yet, New Year's is when we all want to start new things and new resolutions. But clearly the energies this year are telling us, slow down, everybody. Figure out what really you need to do. Don't implement anything so fast because we've got a month basically of feeling both of these retrogrades.
And is it going to feel
I know
icky?
Sometimes we talk about the dates. Well, you know, I do look at them as an opportunity. You know, sometimes if you think that we immediately come up with some great resolution we want to do and then we never follow through, now we have an opportunity to figure out, okay, well, what resolutions did we want to do last year that we didn't accomplish? And how could I figure out how to approach it better or how to be more successful before I actually jump in? So that could be a benefit to us, but it does feel kind of slow. But during the end, towards the end of the month, we will feel a little bit relieved because everything goes direct, including Uranus, by the end of January. We'll still feel some effects of the shadows. I know we've talked about that a little bit before too, Sarah, that once we hear the data retrograde is over, it's not like flipping a switch. There's usually about 2 weeks afterwards that we kind of still feel the effects of it. So it is kind of interesting we're starting this way. And then to kind of set a little intensity to the mix, as you mentioned earlier in your show, we have the full moon on Friday. Now, the full moon is in Cancer, which is pretty intense. Cancer is the emotional sign. So we'll talk a little bit later, but you Cancer folks are going to feel this moon pretty strongly. And full moons can be pretty intense as well. So as it turns out, since it's happening in the middle of these retrogrades, this Friday and coming Saturday, those are probably the days that everybody wants to double check their communications. If there was ever a day that you wanted to check before you hit the send button, it's probably Friday and Saturday this week.
Good to know.
Does that make you feel a little topsy-turvy?
A little topsy-turvy, you know, those text messages that you, sent to the wrong person. All right, everyone put their fingers down and maybe put your phones away for that time.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to hit the peak of the retrogrades, but I've come to embrace the retrogrades as a time for us to reassess, look back. We know people from the past return. We know in business it's a good time to go back to clients or finish the projects that you started. So I think it's the universe's way of giving us a pause every now and then.
Yes, it is.
So we could determine how we want to move forward, right?
Yes. So, Stacie, what is it looking like for the individual signs?
It's looking interesting. So I'm going to talk a little bit about where that full moon is going to hit you all in your signs, in which house, in which area of your life. But to end on something positive, to start, I wanted to look at Jupiter for everybody. So Jupiter is the planet of abundance, of good luck, of bringing opportunities. And where Jupiter is in your chart in any given year is where you're going to see that. So we're going to take a look at each sign along the way too, is where you're going to see luck and opportunities too. So we don't start off the year just looking backwards, but we have some things to look forward to. How does that work?
That works great, because if you start the year looking backwards, you're going to crash into something and you won't even see it coming. So I want us all to look forward. That doesn't work. So let's take a roll around the astrology wheel and tell us where we're starting tonight, Stacie.
Rock around the wheel. Well, we'll start with Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. So you folks, the full moon is falling in your house of your home life. So you may feel around this full moon if there are challenges with family members, things that may need addressing in your home, that might buckle up for you a little bit, but it means it needs to be addressed. But for you, Aries, Jupiter in the first half of the year is in your sign. So it's your year for opportunity, love, travel, career. Aries folks, dream big the first 5 months of the year, all right? And then when Jupiter moves into Taurus in May, that's going to spark all your creativity. That could be the time to write your book, expand your family, because Jupiter is going to shine a light on your creativity. Now, Taurus, the full moon is in your third house of communications. So you might get a lot of new communications opportunities. Some of your projects might be able to come to fruition in this full moon. But for you, Jupiter moves into your sign May 16th. So same thing of what I just shared with your Aries friends. The second half of the year is really, really highlighted for you. Think big. When Jupiter is in Taurus, that's the best time to find love, everybody. So that happens the second half of the year. Now, Gemini. Now, Sarah, pay attention here, because Jupiter for you is right in your house of social media and expanding your network and reach. And for your Gemini folks and friends, this is the year that people want to hear what you have to say. And as I was preparing, Sarah, look at the addition of your radio station. Exactly how Jupiter is shining on you, right? Your full moon is in your house of money, so make sure your money and the way you're making your money is aligned with your values as well. It'll be highlighted too. Now, Cancer. The full moon is in Cancer, so you folks get under a cover. You know, you're going to feel pretty intense under this full moon. Little emotions might rise up a little bit for you. But Jupiter in your chart, Cancer, is all about achievement and climbing the ladders. And this could be your promotion for you. And particularly April 11th, write that down. That could be a very lucky day because Jupiter conjuncts your sun. Now, Leo, the full moon is in your 12th house. That's recharge time. That's spiritual time. That's look inside time. But you've got a particularly strong year, the second half of the year, because 5 out of the 10 planets are all in your house of achievement and career, Leo. So your big break could come this year between May of this year and May 24th. This is when your big career break could be happening. Now, Virgo, the full moon is in your house of friends and social and acquaintances. Make sure you choose the right people that you want to connect with. And for you, Jupiter is all about money coming in from different places. So you may see in the first half of the year, make sure you're buying a lotto ticket, Virgos. Maybe there's an inheritance. Some lump sum might be coming to you somewhere the first half of the year. Now, Libras, the full moon is in your career chart. So you're going to be considering work-life balance under this full moon. What do you need to do to get it to a better place for you? And where Jupiter is for you in the first half of the year, it's in your relationship chart. So if you are in a committed relationship, Libras, your partner will do well and you'll have some of the benefits, and your business partners will do well. And towards the end of the year, the money is coming to you. It's your time to make money, Libra, the second half of the year. Scorpio, the full moon is in your 9th house of adventure and travel. Get out of your routine. Think about learning something new, all right? Your Jupiter is in your house of work. So it is a good time for you to grow your business. And for you, Scorpios, pay attention, because if you are single, this May to the following May, you're the sign that's most likely to get married. So You'll have benefits from a partner if you're in an existing relationship, Scorpio. But if you're looking to get married, Scorpio, you could get some luck this year. Now, Sagittarians, your full moon is in your house of intimacies. So you might find yourself opening up with intimates and close ones around this full moon and finally talking about those things you probably need to talk about. Jupiter is in your house of love, Sag, so get out there, all right? And then it moves into your house of work and health. So your health should be good this year with Jupiter in your 6th house at the second half of the year. And Capricorns, full moon is in your house of partnerships, romance, work. You too are going to be able to take a look at the challenges you might have in those areas. But your Jupiter is in your home life. So any Capricorns thinking about real estate, first half of the year is a great time for real estate for you. Second half of the year, creativity. If you Capricorns are thinking of adding to your family, that could be a good time too. Aquarius, full moon is in your work and health. Look at your routines. If you're not being healthy, if you need to shake things up, this full moon is going to make you take a look at that. And Jupiter for you, now is the time for you to make your money. All right? You want to, it's going to be in your house of communications. So a podcast. So for Aquarius, look at your routines. If you want to put your podcast or write your book, this would be the time. And in the second half of the year, your luck will be in real estate too, following after the Capricorns. And in Pisces, the full moon is in your house of romance. So enjoy the moment. And your Jupiter, well, all the hard work you Pisces folks have been doing, Jupiter is bringing you the money this time. You're finally going to get rewarded for all the work you've been doing. And in the second half of the year, when it goes into communications, you too, time to write that book, time to get your word out there. People are going to want to hear what you have to say too. So there are lots of places that all of us will see opportunities and luck as we're navigating the rest of the energies in our personal life too. So we all do have things to look forward to this year.
Well, that sounds like it's going to be a powerful time for all of us. And it sounds like January is going to be jam-packed with a lot of energies for us to navigate, a full moon, 2 retrogrades, and then things start to lighten up a little bit in February, and we should be able to get a good handle on what we want to create and pay attention to the energies that were set in motion in January for all of us. Stacie, how could our listeners get more information about you and your work? Where can they find you?
I have my website is destinyinthestars.com. There's all the information about the different types of readings, your natal birth chart, so you understand your journey, as well as what's going on with you in the current year. Astrology gives us a lot of different answers. So we do a lot of different kinds of readings depending on what you're looking for. But most people want to start off with your journey, your natal chart to understand. And I'm available to have readings at any time. And you can reach out and ask me any questions if you're curious about what this is about. And if you're new, you could read on destinyinthestars.com exactly what a natal birth chart reading is all about.
Beautiful. Well, Stacie, we appreciate you. We've been journeying through this, for quite a while, you and I, and we've been doing our monthly reports, and we so want to let you know that we appreciate all the work you've done to prepare our listening audience for their spiritual evolution through the planets and prepare them so that they can have the best possible life. And we, in Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, wish you much success in health and love and much success in your business as well on this wonderful 2023.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I so enjoy being part of your family and want to thank you and your listeners and with everything that you share. So it is absolutely my pleasure, and wishing everybody health, happy, peace, and lots of love this year.
All right, Stacie, thank you so much. Everyone, visit destinyinthestars.com. Learn more about Stacie's work. We highly recommend that you get a natal chart done and understand where the stars and the planets are in your life so that you can live the best possible life experience here on Earth. Thanks, Stacie, so much. Happy New Year. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to come back to our friends on Facebook and YouTube, back to our phone lines. We want to hear from you. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Know me, do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Are you looking for insight and guidance to make 2023 a year of new beginnings and fulfillment? Sarah Spiritual's 2023 forecast is now available. The 2023 forecast offers insight into love, finances, career, and health, plus a special personalized message channel from your angels. Your session can be done in person, by phone, or video. Looking for the perfect gift for a friend or family member? Gift certificates are available. To contact Sarah, call 561-682-0956 or visit SarahSpiritual.com. Again, 561-682-0956 or SarahSpiritual.com to schedule your session today. Toast to the new year with Sarah Spiritual.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Have you heard me? Did you see me? Did you call me here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we're welcoming your phone calls at 866-972-7247. We are dialing up the frenzy here of our first New Year's messages, and we've had quite a few callers. I'm going back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Rebecca And Rebecca is in Naples. Rebecca, how are you tonight? Good to have you here with us, Rebecca.
I'm doing good.
Good to connect with you. And Rebecca, what is your 2023 question for us?
Just wondering if past one is looking over and watching over me. I had a pretty rough end of 2022 and financial.
Yes. So first thing they talk to me about is the energy of love. And they talk to me about a big heart in the energy of love. Like we have to really kind of get back to the center of love for yourself here. And they make me feel like it's been a very emotional time for you as well. And they show me this energy around you of this shift to get your life in order and balance. I feel as if 2022, when I go into the energy of October, things really were very intense for you at that time. And it's almost like everything crashed down around you. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, my husband of 10 years left, and I'm going through a divorce at the moment, and he left me with everything.
Okay. With everything, yes. And the energy that I see around you makes me feel that we have to go back to the center of love, and we have to love ourselves. We have to know that sometimes people have a journey, and we can't control their actions and reactions, and now you get to see almost as if he wasn't even the man you thought you knew through all of 2022. And I actually go back to 2020, at the end of 2020, there was actually an inkling of a divide going on there, but you didn't really realize it was going to amount to this. What is his birthday, please?
May 3rd, 1990.
A lot of interference in this relationship as well. I actually feel like there's a lot of difficulties coming from the outside in. And so I know that you're going to rise above this. And when I take you into the energy of March, things begin to even out for you. I know that he didn't show up for you the way you needed him to during these 10 years. And you really were holding him up most of the time. Does that make sense to you?
100%. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now you know that you need someone who's going to be your equal vibrational match. You rescued him. He made you feel loved and important, but that which he admired in you became that which he resented. And so now you have to find someone who recognizes you for the beauty and the fabulous energy that you bring to a relationship, and someone who's going to meet you more than halfway, honey. I do know that this is going to take some time to rebuild. But I will tell you this, that the universe has another love for you, so you're not meant to be alone. You will heal this, and when I spin you into the 2025 time, we're in a whole new life. So this dark moment of the soul is to rebuild you. I know also that some of his words were hurtful and his way out the door, but I want you to know that it was his wounds lashing out at you, and it was not personal. It's his reflection of where he is. I do feel financially there's going to be a shift for you, and I feel like this gives you the ability to really focus on yourself and your work and your career, and level up is what they tell me in 2023. There's a thought and an idea that we want to level up for career for ourselves, please, because this is what I see.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in the process of changing careers.
It's time. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm gonna let it show. So you go ahead and be your fabulous self. It's going to be a great resurgence of all the things that you put on hold because you were helping him. So just allow yourself to flow. I do hope that you stay in touch with me, and I would so love to work with you on a level, on a personal session, because when I look at the energy around you, I know that you've had a pattern of picking up puppies and trying to help people who in turn did not help you in return, they turned on you. So I would love to explore that learned behavior and help you heal that, because they take me back to when you were younger. They take me to the age of 6 and 7. So whatever's making you not feel like you had value in your family at that time, this is what is causing you to attract people people who are not going to show up for you. All right, my dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Rebecca, how did you hear about the show?
Actually, a friend of mine that you just spoke with, Angie.
Angie, yes. Well, tell Angie that we said thank you. Welcome to the family. And you're going to rise up out of this, and you are on the move, and it's going to actually work out even better than you imagined. All right?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. And my guides just said he's not worth the tears, so don't cry. All right.
Yeah, I've cried many.
Yes, but you will find peace and you will find love again. Bye for now. I know it's not starting to be a happy new year, but it will be a great year for you. All right. Bye, Rebecca. Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
We're welcoming your phone calls right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah at 866-972-7247. And we're going to go to Jennifer. Jennifer is in Maryland. Jennifer, how are you? Good to have you here with us, Jennifer. Can you hear me? All right. I don't know that we have Jennifer still on the line with us. So from Jennifer, we're going to leave Maryland and we're going to go to Detroit. I've got Alberta on the line. Happy New Year, Alberta. How are you?
Hi, Sarah. Happy New Year. How are you?
I am great. Good to have you connecting with us here. And we're wishing you a very happy and prosperous new year. And I really feel like this year is kind of a set you free in 2023 theme for you, right? Alberta finally can breathe. It's like we have to, I'm like, oh my God, they're showing me Free Willy. Okay, we're freeing Alberta. Whatever we got to free you from, honey. Just like when we had to free Willie, we are freeing Alberta in Detroit because she's been stuck and she's had the weight of the world. It's like Willie's been laying on top of you, but that's okay. That's another story. But I got to tell you that this is the energy of this great shift that I see for you. And gone are the days that you feel you are at the effect of other people's actions and reactions. And gone are the days that you feel like you don't have enough. And gone are the days that you don't feel like you are enough, because you are enough. This is a big financial time and year for you. I feel like we get out, we connect, we interject our energy with some people, we network, we find a new path for our finances. And if you were thinking or thought of a move, you may actually make a move in this latter half of 2023 into 2024. In that timeline, there's an opening for you. And sometimes when I say move or change, everyone goes, eek! They don't know what to do with it. It's like they saw a mouse. But be open to change, Alberta, because you've been feeling kind of weighed down for so long that, again, they're like, free Willie, free Alberta. We need to free you, honey. Does that make sense to you?
I need it, Sarah.
I know.
Because you know what? I was at my mother's house and I was getting ready to leave to come back home, and I went into her room and I said, Mama, I need you. I am struggling financially. I mean, it's like everybody is turning their back on me. And I said, I need you. I need you to help me through this. And I just walked out. But I'm looking forward to being free this year, really.
Yes.
Sarah, because
it is time.
it's like the weight has been on top of me, and I dare not get excited about anything because I felt like if I get too excited, I set myself up for a big letdown. So
right.
So when I saw what your theme was tonight about what the angels and the guides, the messages, I just had to try and get in because I needed something. I needed something because financially the struggle is there.
The struggle is there, and you always seem to manage anyhow, but I know that you're tired. And when I look at the energy concerning your mom, and I look at everything that was necessary. I feel like you're still in charge of so many things that are connected to her. Is that true? Are you in her house, or did you take care of her? What is this connection that I have around you with her?
I'm not in her house. I just go maybe like a few times a year. Okay. I try and go maybe like every other month.
Okay.
And no, I'm not in charge, but I really wish I was. But
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And is there a brother or a sister who's kind of looking out for some of the decisions around where your mom is?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know that they are doing all the right things here. And I feel as if they are not looking out at the big picture financially for what your mom has before her and what has to be done. So you might want to find a way to kind of get a sense of where everything is at, not to cause a feud or angst, but just so that you know. All right?
Mhm.
Who's the trustee or in charge of her money or managing money for her?
Yeah, it's my sister that was taking care of her.
Okay.
She's like the administrator over her estate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And she gets all up in arms when you
ask her questions.
Starts to question her. Yeah. So I just, I backed off and, I just, tried to focus on what was going on around me because, Sarah, can I ask one question before we disconnect here?
Absolutely.
And when I went in my mom's room, I was literally thinking about, like last year, I went to the grocery store and got ran down by a bunch of shopping carts. And didn't even get a "Are you all right?" or anything. And the insurance company is like really giving me a hard time. They don't want to pay for any of my medical bills, physical therapy bills, and they says, and I'm just that part. I am just literally tired because I did get a lawyer and he pumped me up, then he let me down, and so I just really want to get this thing over. Do you see them paying my medical bills or just coming to the table, making an offer or something? I just really want to get this over and done.
And
but I'm not going to take peanuts.
Correct, but it's really a difficult thing, and I'm not a lawyer, but I will say this first of all. But let me ask you this: who was manning the carts? Was someone pushing them, and they ran rogue and ran you over? Okay, so
one of the workers there was the what do they call the lot attendant.
And so you went toppling down.
One of the carts got
right. So it threw you for a loop, right? And you went toppling down, and they're trying to say it's your fault, and they're saying you're not as injured as you are. And no one does well when they fall unexpectedly because the body tenses up, and however we land, that area is often affected. And then, of course, the ripple effect. And then we have to take into account many other things, where you are in your physical body, how in shape you are. There's so many things that impact that. So this is what the doctors are for, to show you what's not right in your body. And they're trying to say that it's not really all that, and I understand that. But you tell your lawyer that you want to resolve this. You need the medical bills paid. They need to come to a settlement with the bills. The medical doctors, there'll be a settlement for them. And you want to walk out with a piece of change so that you can just be done with this, right? It's not something people get rich on. And it was the error of the employee. And of course, they're just trying to brush it off. And the employee wasn't paying attention. Okay. And they can't monitor all their people all the time, but you still were on store property when it happened. So have the conversation with your lawyer. They get you pumped up because they want you to stay with them. They want you to sign with them. And they hope that they can get you a lot of money because they're going to make money. But then when they peel back the layers and they see the stance that the company's taking, they see the type of insurance they have in the insurance company. Different insurance companies have different levels and things that they are only willing to go to. And then the rest depends on the severity, and that's where all the back and forth comes. So you're caught in the middle of that. And you tell him, I want to go to bed and sleep in peace, and I want my medical bills paid, and I want to be done with this and walk away with something. And I'm telling you, let's go. And push
Sarah,
him. Yes.
He dumped me. He dumped me. He said, "Oh well, they only want to give you $1,200. Oh, won't your insurance pay for your medical bills?" And I said, "No." So he's off the case. So So
get someone
I'm
else.
Literally out here.
Get someone else. Find someone else. And yes, your insurance would pay the bills, I would imagine, but get someone else and get another opinion. Sounds like he didn't want to work, and when he realized that whatever the cap was, there wasn't enough in it to make it worth it for him, he bounced. Again, not a lawyer. I'm not an insurance company. This is just what Spirit is kind of like leading me to say. So just stand up for yourself and make it happen. All right. Alberta, we wish you a very happy new year. We're really glad that you are ready for this new exciting year, and just hang on. Hang on. It's going to get better. Things will move forward for you, and you'll be able to recover financially. All right, Alberta, thank you so much for calling.
Sarah.
All
Thank you.
Bye for now.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
866-972-7247. That's the number to call. Write it down so that you can be a part of this experience. I want to pop back. Let's just pop into Maryland for a minute. And can we check and see if we have Jennifer in Maryland on the line before we go to our next caller? Maybe she had stepped away from the phone. Do we have Jennifer in Maryland on the line, please?
Hi, Sarah. I'm here.
Good to have you. I wanted to give you another shot. I just felt like maybe you stepped away and didn't hear us. We are so glad to have you here. This is such a year of you feeling like a sense of belonging and community and connections for you. And this time is really important for you, for family as well. What is your question for us in the new year?
So I was wondering if you could tell me anything. Like, my son passed away last March unexpectedly. He was put into a hospital and then transferred to another and then to another. And
they didn't really see what was wrong with him. It doesn't make sense. And they didn't see what was wrong with him from the beginning. Okay. And I also see him going into cardiac arrest at one point. Is that true?
He was, well, he almost did. He was having trouble breathing too. Yeah, they had to intubate him.
Okay.
But they were just saying a lot of stuff that just didn't make sense, especially with all he had just had surgery 3 months before on his gallbladder, and they sewed up gauze inside of him. So from there, everything happened, and they want to blame him, but I don't think that's the case.
It is not the case. It is not the case. I want you to know that he is very much with you. I think you felt him very much in the end of December here. Makes me feel like there was a strong connection between the two of you. He stayed right by your side. Is that correct? He was very attentive to you. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, yes. He would, what I like to call midnight karaoke. He would call me in the middle of the night and sing to me just to make me happy.
Yeah, very attentive to you, very much bringing you this powerful energy. And I also am made aware of a woman that stands with him, and she stands above him, making me feel like it's his grandmother. Your mother has passed, Jennifer, please?
Yes.
Yes. She
did 6 months after him, yes.
Yes, she's with him, okay? So I want you to know that they are together. And there's also a dog near your son. Did your son have a dog at one point? There's a dog between your mother. Yes.
Yes, probably. So he had his own dog, but he had bought me a dog back when he was like 13, 14, Lexi, and we all miss her so much. Yes. And he used to talk about her all the time. And he actually got a dog when he became an adult that looked just like her. Yeah. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So the dog Lexi is there with them, okay, and they are connected. And your your mother really, she makes me feel before she passed, she had some breath and breathing issues as well. Is that true, please? And an irregular
She did,
heartbeat
yeah.
before she passed, all right? So she makes me feel as
Yeah.
if she tried to hang on for you because she didn't want to leave you. But your son takes off a hat and he puts it down on the table. Do you have one of his hats or something on a table, please? Or you have one of his hats there, please? He's taking off a hat for me.
I do. I have his Ravens hat. Yes.
Yes. So he takes it off and he puts it down, almost like, he bids you farewell, but he knows that the hat remains with you. He sends you much love, and
Yes.
he wants you to know that he's been trying to come to you in the dream state so that you would know he's okay. All right? So know that he is always with you. All right? So if you felt like you had a dream with him and it's a little foggy, he's getting better at getting stronger so that he can communicate with you in the dream state. All right?
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. I thought he was mad at me when he passed.
He is not mad at you. He was not mad at you. He was frustrated by everything that was going on. And I'm sorry, is there an R connected to the family or something? Who's the R? Someone's showing me an R, and I don't know what that is, please. Who is R?
His name was Richard.
Richard. Okay, thank you so much. So he wants you to know he's with you, and he just kept showing me an R, and I'm like, who's an R? I don't know. He's showing me the letter R. So know that he's with you. All right. And they always want to let us know. And for those of you who are kind of watching this on Facebook, I'll hold it up. The first thing I wrote on my paper was a giant R and a heart. So that is so that everyone knows that he is with you. Okay. So just know that he sends you much love, honey. And I am so sorry for this loss. And I know it's hard, but know that he is in peace. And I would pursue what we need to, because you are not getting the right answers and you are deserving of the answers, and whatever legal status you can take. I think it would bring some justice to your family if we could force them to give us more information. It's most certainly not about the money. It's not going to bring back your son, but you deserve answers, and you need someone who's going to beat the drum loud enough so that you could get those answers.
Yes, and that's what I went to a lawyer, and that's what I told him. I said, I don't give a crap about the money.
Yes.
I haven't been rich all my life.
Yes.
It doesn't make a difference.
I understand.
And Sarah, I would just like to give something back to you right now. I just want
Yes.
to tell you something.
Yes.
This is confirmation for you. Back in 2017, I got through to you, and I had asked you about my love life and things like that, because I wasn't in a good place. I had just come back to Maryland. I wasn't in a good place. You told me that I would meet someone, and I would probably meet them through a spiritual setting of some sort. Well, I did. I met someone. We stayed together for 2.5 years, but you did tell me that would not be the person that stayed with me. So I got to give you credit, because, girl, I was shocked. But so you definitely are the real thing. I just have to tell you that. And now you just confirmed it back to me with the whole R thing. So I will not stop calling, and I will not stop being on here. And I give you guys all my love, because it means a lot.
It means a lot, and spread the word, because we know so many people are, suffering during these times, and, we want to be here to be the bright beacon of light. So pay it forward, share this with everyone, and I'm so glad you remembered us and you stayed in touch.
From one Floridian to another, because I was born in Florida. I was born and raised in Florida. So, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you. We are sorry for your loss. Your son is with you, as is your mom and the dog. So God bless you, and have a very happy new year. All right. Bye for now.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir. You too. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Well, we are so glad we were able to make that connection. It's not always that we are able to connect with a loved one so directly, but we know that they do their best to transmit and bring the energy to us so that we know that they are with us. When I talk to the loved ones, they remind me that they don't want us to be sad and they don't want us to cry, that they are always in our hearts, and the memories that we have will always be the energy that transcends time and bridges the gap between our physical and their spirit. But if we tune into our spirit, They're never, never far away. You know, it's a new year, and many of us have had some rough 2022s, 2021, 2020. Heck, for some people, it's been a really rough road for quite a while. But we have to believe within ourselves that we have the power to make a shift and a change. And I invite you to ask the universe for what you want. Have your conversation with God and tell God what you want. God already knows what we don't want, but tell God what you want and believe and remember that you are worthy of everything that you want, because you are the reflection, the expression of the divine in motion. You have a power, you have a connection that never fades. It's only when we as humans turn away. Trust this experience. We are never alone. And every Wednesday night, we are here to assist you on the journey. We've talked to so many people all across the nation. And next week, I hope I get to talk to you. And I hope you share the show and share the love and the light. We wish you and your families a powerfully filled, energetic year of love, abundance, all the health that you require, and the ability to make choices so that you feel free in 2023. It's the year to return to love, open up your hearts, and see each other as an aspect of God, and be kind. And we'll see you next Wednesday for our second show for 2023. God bless you all. We appreciate you. Good night. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
It's just not easy to be who we want to be. 'Cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at SarahSpiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host,